Okay, so Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was certainly a movie I saw last night. Without wasting much time, I'll launch into this one by saying I had an alright time with this one. Let's begin with the humor. It was pretty good. I love the introduction and the conclusion with catching us up on everything we might have missed. It shows San Francisco and Scott Lang narrating everything, and I think every joke that didn't occur in the quantum realm probably got a laugh out of me. It's not to say that the jokes in between the 15 minutes and the last 5 minutes aren't good, like inside the quantum realm. They just didn't all land. But yeah, the humor has always been a focal point on the Ant-Man trilogy, and that's definitely always been the goal from casting Paul Rudd, who's always great. I think a lot of the casting is really solid, with maybe the exception of like Michelle Pfeiffer. I'll get into her a little later, but I was talking it over with a friend and we both concluded Miss Pfeiffer is a little bit too foxy to play like a science nerd chick, and in an alternate universe where her character is played by like Jamie Lee Curtis, her character is a little less cringe. Other than that, Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror or whatever was really good, like super duper good. He's almost a little bit too good, in fact, because he makes everyone else look a little bit worse. I thought his character was really fun to watch and very threatening. I'm excited to see where he goes from this movie because apparently he's supposed to be the next Thanos, and I'm in. Something I can give this movie props for is definitely embracing the strange. It's my new favorite trope that Marvel has adapted now, where my superhero movies decide to include a trippy CGI sequence. Like we first got a little taste of it in the first Ant-Man, and then it got weirder in Doctor Strange, and then again in Far From Home, and once more No Way Home. I'm such a sucker for these movies just getting weird with it. Like, no spoilers, but there's that shot in the trailer when Scott gets sucked into the quantum realm, and the whole like sequence where he goes into the realm is just so cool. There's another part later on in the movie where Scott's like trying to reach something, and again there's a shot of it in the trailer, and that part was like super trippy. I just thought it was so cool and I wanted more. Even the quantum realm as a whole was super artistic and really fun to look at. Everything feels like alive and it's very expressive. But now let's move into some negatives. Okay, so good visuals, yes. Now bad visuals, I'm sorry, but MODOK's inclusion was just not at all necessary, and oh my god, he should not have taken the helmet off that much, man.
You know who this motherfucker look like, low-key?
Okay, so very minor spoilers here, but like his character is just not menacing enough. He's way too nice to our hero. Like, this guy shrunk your body into an alternate dimension and heavily deformed you, and you've been stuck looking like this for 10 years. Why are you so nice to him? And then his like character redemption was so damn ridiculous. Like, he's just like, I have unlocked self-respect, and it's like, oh, okay, let's talk about the writing. Can we talk about the writing? I've been dying to talk to you about the writing. So this story is just a little too small for me. It's way too small scale, literally. I felt zero stakes while watching. Like, sure, the quantum rebels are cool and I don't want them to die, but like as far as me being concerned, it only happens like once at the end. That's it. For a movie called Quantumania and being the big kickoff point for Phase 5, I was expecting a little bit more intense moments. Spoilers, nobody really dies. Nobody dies, I mean that. Like, 0 characters die. All the Ant-Man movies are way too hollow. Like, they lack flavor, and it's a big part of it is the director. I think he's not good at Ant-Man, dude. Like, I remember way back when Edgar Wright, maker of Shaun of the Dead, Baby Driver, and Scott Pilgrim, was set to direct. There's a movie I want to see. It could have been so cool, but now we got this dumbass running the show, making all these vanilla-ass movies. And I know it's his fault, because when Scott Lang is in other movies, I like him. Civil War, yes. Endgame, yes. It's different. He's different, and he's better in those movies. I just can't stand Peyton Reed. Oh, and the dialogue, dear God, it's so bad in some parts. Okay, so back to Michelle Pfeiffer. Nearly every time she says anything, it's so bad. The line delivery is so garbage. And granted, it's not always her fault, because it's no secret she's a pretty good actor. But like, one example is like when she's talking about someone she had a past conflict with. She's like, I tried to stop him, but he was too powerful. Not good. Another spoiler real quick, like skip like 10-15 seconds if you want to miss it, but like MODOK becomes good by the end, which what the hell, and he just sits there and he like fake dies and he says, at least I got to die an Avenger. And when he said that, a grown woman 4 rows up and behind me broke the silence and cackled so loud it made the entire theater break away from the movie and realize how ridiculous it was. Everyone began laughing at her and how dumb she found the movie, and then we all found the movie dumb. Anyways, back to Michelle Pfeiffer again. Her character got like nothing to do. Seriously, I'd say so many characters are wasted. Like, she doesn't do anything. Neither does Evangeline Lilly's character. She hasn't got much to do either. And also MODOK. There's just nothing. He's just kind of around. And I was super disappointed that Bill Murray was way wasted. He's only in it for like 3 minutes. And I'll give him this. His character theme music was really cool. But I like Bill Murray way too much for his inclusion to be in this movie as a mediocre only mere 3 minutes. I wish he could have played someone else way down the line with these movies with like way more to do. And by the way, I just want to point out there's so many Star Wars ripoffs in this movie. Like, they meet Bill Murray's character in a cantina that's like exactly like the one in A New Hope. Then there's the Rebels, Uprising, and the visuals and the ships and the creatures. Listen to the director's favorite movies.
The original Star Wars, of course, 1977.
Anyways, lastly, I'd just like to say the action one was pretty neat. There's not a whole lot of it, but in the end, it was fun to watch. Sometimes there was a lot going on in one shot that I would feel like a little bit lost. Like, you know, when you're watching an action movie with like an older person, you can tell they just have no clue what's happening. Like, they're just so like disconnected. Like, I felt like that a few times. But yeah, still, all in all, it's not a horrible movie. I know I got carried away with all the bad stuff, but the good really entertained me for like a 2-hour movie, and I don't think it was all bad like some people say. I really liked the 2 end credit scenes and how it set everything up for the future in a cool way and got me excited for what's to come in relation to the next end game. I had a really fun time with this one. If you really shut your brain off and let it flow, it leads me to give it a good old 6.1 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm sorry, Cassie.
Thanks again for watching my videos. Sorry for not uploading since like Christmas. I got busy with final exams for school and some other stuff. Please comment what you've thought if you've seen this movie, like if you enjoyed my video, subscribe so I don't have to go to college, and of course if you want to see more of me. Thanks again for stopping for a thought. Okay, see you in the next one, guys. Okay, take care then. Bye now.